Hey Commanders Nation, what's coming is going to shake up the entire NFL, and you won't want to miss it. What's going down with our team? There's a lot to cover. First off, how on earth are they already projecting the Commanders as the worst team of 2024? Despite the new coaching staff's strategy, some analysts are burying us before the season even starts. Who dares to say that? Stick around till the end, because what I'm about to reveal will blow your mind. But that's not all. Did you know one of our running backs is making history off the field? Austin Ekeler is shaking things up with a tech platform like nothing the NFL has seen before. This could change the game entirely, and you need to know what it's all about. Don't go anywhere, because this news could alter everything you thought you knew about the future of athletes. And to top it all off, are we really solid at cornerback? Injuries and shifts in the defense have left us in a vulnerable spot. Who might surprise us, and who's on the hot seat? You can't miss what's coming, as every detail counts for the upcoming season. So if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel right now, hit that like button, and get ready to find out everything that no one else is telling you. Remember, hail to the Redskins. What are they telling us? That the Commanders are projected to be among the worst teams in the NFL for 2024. Seriously, let me tell you this. That's what Mike Clay from ESPN is saying. And let me tell you, I'm not sitting quietly about this. The guy has the Commanders ranked 30th out of 32. 30th out of 32. And of course you're wondering, how can this be when we've all seen this team building something bigger, something that could lead us to years of winning football? I ask you, didn't you see what Houston did last year with their rookie C.J. Stroud? That guy led the Texans to average 22.2 points per game. That put them at 13th in the NFL. So why can't the Commanders with Jaden Daniels do the same? Now Mike Clay says we might have one of the best linebacker groups outside of the defensive line. There are concerns almost everywhere. And here's where I want you to think with me. Don't we have some of the best young pieces coming into the team? Isn't Daniels a number 2 pick in the draft? Someone we should expect greatness from. Mike Clay projects Washington to finish with just 320 points for the entire season. That would put us among the bottom 3 teams in terms of scoring, just ahead of the Browns and the Giants. And here's where I say, what about all that potential we have? What about the confidence we've seen in Daniels? Do I ask you this? Is it fair for us to be underestimated like this? Is it fair to put us so low when we clearly have talent that can shine? I believe these analyses are falling short. They're underestimating the Commanders and not seeing the full picture. Now I ask you, do you think this team will stay at the bottom? Or will they show the world what they're made of? Leave your comments below and tell me if you think this projection is crazy or if there's any truth to it. Austin Ekeler stepping into a new space with an innovative tech platform. Let me tell you, this guy keeps surprising us. From his humble beginnings as an undrafted free agent to becoming one of the NFL's most lethal running backs, Ekeler is now breaking boundaries off the field too. But before we dive in, let me ask you, who else is daring to do what Austin Ekeler is doing? I don't think many. Now, Ekeler has launched his platform called Experience, and let me tell you, this is revolutionary. Why? Because it's designed to connect fans directly with their favorite athletes in a completely personalized way. And what makes this so special? It's not just about the established stars, no folks. Ekeler is thinking about the athletes who, like him, didn't start at the top, but have the potential to get there. And get this, his former college, Western Colorado University, WCU, has been the first to hop on the Experience train. I ask you, what does this mean for student athletes who often stay in the shadows of big universities? It means a golden opportunity. These guys now have a tool to build a fan base, monetize their achievements, and, most importantly, create a strong community around their sport. But wait a minute. What about the big names, the superstars of college football? Sure, they'll always find ways to make money, but Experience is here to level the playing field. Now, athletes in smaller networks can also leverage their talents and build lasting connections with their followers. This, my friends, is game-changing. Ekeler knows firsthand what it's like to fight from the bottom, and that's why he's so committed to this mission. As he himself said, the connection between athletes and their followers is crucial. And doesn't he have a point? I think so. It's this connection that makes sports so special. and experience is here to strengthen it. So now I ask you, the loyal Commanders fans, what do you think of Eckler's new venture? Do you believe this platform will change the way we interact with athletes? Because I'll tell you, I'm convinced it's going to revolutionize the athlete-fan relationship, and I can't wait to see how it unfolds. Are we really set at the cornerback position for the upcoming Washington Commanders season? Let me tell you, the big question. Because if we look at what happened last season, it's clear we have a lot to fix. Now I ask you, can this group of corners change the narrative? I think we'll find out soon. Last year, our pass defense was a total disaster. There's no other way to put it. We allowed 518 points, 518. That's insane. It was the worst in the league. And to top it off, rivals tore us apart with 39 touchdown passes. How did we get here? Pressure on opposing quarterbacks was almost non-existent. And when that happens, the secondary gets exposed. And boy, was it exposed. Now, Ron Rivera was excited about selecting Emmanuel Forbes in the 2023 draft. But let me tell you, Forbes had serious issues last year. Sure, he was a rookie, but what secondary coach did we have? Brent Wieselmeyer, who wasn't up to the task. Rivera was in a tough year, and the decisions made didn't work out. This year, things look different. Forbes has gained 15 pounds, which is great news, but more importantly, we have Tommy Donatel as our new secondary coach. This guy comes from coaching the Chargers secondary, and if there's one thing he knows, it's how to set these guys up for success. And let's not forget Joe Witt Jr., our defensive coordinator who has a wealth of experience coaching secondaries with teams like the Packers, Falcons, and Cowboys. This, my friends, is what I call a game changer. So, who are our corners for this season? Forbes, Benjamin St-Juste, rookie Mike Sainristil, and veterans Mike Davis and Noah Igbenegane. St-Juste and Davis have experience playing outside and could be the options to start the first game. But what about Igbenegane? He was the Dolphins' first pick in 2020, but hasn't reached the expected level. He's only started 5 games in his 4 NFL seasons. However, he followed Quinn and Witt from Dallas to Washington, and that tells me he has something to prove. And let's not forget Sainristil, who was phenomenal in college, but this is the NFL, and things are different here. Can he keep up? That's something we need to keep a close eye on. As for the roster situation, there seems to be some confusion about whether Chigozie Anusiam and Bobby Price are on the active roster or the practice squad. I'll tell you this, it doesn't matter who's on the field. What matters is if they can execute. And after what we saw last year, I hope they do. So Commanders Nation, now I ask you, can this group of corners really elevate our defensive game? Because I believe if they don't improve, we could be in trouble. So, Commanders Nation, I ask you this. Is it fair to underestimate us like this? Is it fair to rank us so low when we clearly have talent that can shine? I believe these analyses are falling short, and now I ask you, do you think this team will stay at the bottom or show the world what they're made of? Drop your comments below and tell me if you think this projection is crazy or if there's some truth to it. And about Eckler's new venture, what do you think? Do you believe this platform will change the way we interact with athletes? Because I'm telling you, I'm convinced it's going to revolutionize the athlete-fan relationship. I'm excited to see how it develops, so let me know your thoughts in the comments. Now, talking about our cornerback group, I ask you, can they really elevate our defensive game? Because I believe if they don't improve, we could be in serious trouble. Do you trust that this group will step up? Share your thoughts below. Finally, if you're a true Commanders fan and want to be part of this community that's more than just a channel, it's a family, subscribe now and join us. Let's follow this journey together. And remember, hail to the Redskins.